So, Blue Jays beat the Baltimore Orioles 11-8, end their 4-game losing streak, and Baltimore's 7-game win streak, and come out with key clutch 2-out hits. What? I'm just dumbfounded right now. I still can't get my head around what just happened. Because over the past, couple weeks, the Jays haven't hit well, they haven't pitched well, and it's just been a whole kerfuffle of a mess. And, then again, it is Blue Jays and Orioles, and usually in these types of games, the offense is, through the roof. Well, today was one of those days. We're going to break down every little piece of this, because there was a lot to talk about in this ball game. And it all started in the very first inning, where Adam Jones hit a 2-run shot off of Marco Estrada. Then he moved to the second inning. Tim Beckham hits an infield single. And, at that point, Blue Jays down 3-0 after the second inning. However, the man of the day, K-Money Kendrys Morales, obliterates a 1-2 pitch from Jeremy Hellickson and hits a 2-run shot. Donaldson comes around to score. It's a 3-2 ball game. All right. Well, that doesn't really seem to last all that long. Because in the bottom half of that inning, Chris Davis grounds out, but a run comes home to score. It was 4-2. Then Mark Trumbo singles. 5-2. Well, those 2 runs you just got, they're gone. We move to the top of the 5th. And this is where things start to get very, very interesting for the Blue Jays. Let's break this stuff down. Now, Darwin Barney grounds out to lead off the inning. Then Ryan Goins doubles. Steve Pearce strikes out. So we got at second, 2 out. Donaldson walks. Well, Kendrys Morales singles. Ryan Goins scores on the play. That makes it a 5-3 game. Whoop-de-doo at that point. Jose Bautista walks. Bases loaded. 2 out for Miguel Montero. And he does not disappoint as he drills a ball down the right field line, kind of. And 2-run score. Bautista ends up at third. Montero at second. And the Blue Jays have tied the game at 5. And then the next batter, Kevin Pillar, rips it down the third baseline. It's a fair ball. 2-run score. Jays up 7-5. All this with 2 out and tons of runners in scoring position. And the Jays come through? That was a complete mess. And it was 7-5 at that time. And then the bottom of the 5th, Chris Davis hits a home run. It's 7-6. This game is far from being over. Marco Estrada overall didn't have a great night. His line was, 5 innings, 10 hits, 6 runs, walked 1, struck out 4. Not really a great outing, but he still technically got the win because it was 7-6 when he left. And the Blue Jays obviously kept the lead. So, then we move to the the top of the 6th. So Jays up 7-6. Kendrys Morales up again with 2 on. And Kendrys Morales gets ahead in the count 1-0. And I think it was I don't know if it was a cutter or if it was just a fastball in from Michael Givens. And my goodness, Kendrys Morales got down and got it. What was he doing in that at bat? Looking for a fastball. What did he do with the fastball that he got? He almost drilled it onto Utah Street. He hits a 3-run shot. Blue Jays up 10-6. Wow. We go to the top of the 8th. Kendrys Morales at the dish again. 1-0 pitch. Again, head in the count. Drills a ball to center. Yes, sir. That's going to leave the yard. Didn't go out by much, but it did clear the wall. Hat trick for Kendrys Morales. There it is. There he goes. No hats were thrown on the field from what I could tell. But nonetheless, Kendrys Morales, 3 home runs in the ball game. Goes 4 for 5, 7 RBIs, a career high for Kendrys Morales. And I swear that we love hitting hat tricks against the Baltimore Orioles. If you don't recall, last year Michael Saunders hit the hat trick at Camden Yards against the Baltimore Orioles as well. But things didn't look so great as the 8th inning progressed. Mark Trumbo You know, there was an error. Bautista kicked the ball around. You know, then it was an infield single. Then there was bobbling of the ball. Montero, you know, can't knock the ball down. Throws it to second. He's safe. You know, it was just a bunch of old debacle in the bottom of the 8th inning. I think a lot of Jays fans are like, oh, this is really how it's gonna go. But then Roberto Osuna comes out to get the 4-out save. So he comes out in the bottom of the 8th for one guy. Gets the guy out, has a 1-2-3 9th inning, and Roberto Osuna picks up his 35th save of the season and gets a couple strikeouts to go along with that. And really, the only bullpen guy that actually did any good was Dominic Leone. He didn't give up a hit, didn't give up a run, had a clean, solid inning. Danny Barnes was all right, but he did give up 2 hits. Ryan Tepera gave up those 2 runs in the 8th inning, leading to Osuna coming out. But the Blue Jays, like I've said in previous videos, this team is the team that's probably going to be rebuilding, a team that's not purposely tanking. There are times where they look like they're kicking the ball around for just fun, which is stupid. But then there's games where I'm like, you know, I want to talk about some positive things. Like today, the Blue Jays mashed the baseball. They obliterated Jeremy Hellickson, 4 2/3, 7 hits, 7 runs. He walked 4 guys. They gave Michael Givens a tough run. He's had a great year this season. But in 2 1/3, he gives up 3 hits, 3 runs, walks 2 batters, and gets lit up. By the way, 2 of the 3 home runs Morales hit were off of Givens himself. So, yes, the Baltimore Orioles did get 16 hits, and that is not a good thing to look at. But the Blue Jays won, and that's what matters, right? So, you know, I like to play spoiler a little bit now that the Blue Jays are kind of like in that spot where like, they're kind of pretty much out of it at this point. We all want to see wins against teams that are contending to try and be a pain in their rear end. The Baltimore Orioles having won 7 straight games, and I think they were only a game and a half out of the wild card spot. Yeah, they take the L in this one against a team they technically record-wise should beat. But the Blue Jays came to play and swung the bats amazing today as they get the 11-8 win in the opener of the series. All right, so tomorrow is Game 2 of the series. Joe Biagini versus Kevin Gausman, 7:05 first pitch. Hey, you win tomorrow, you win the series. That's always a positive, right? So, you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video and you actually enjoyed this game, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of the game. Kendrys Morales' hat trick. Roberto Osuna, as of late, he's looked pretty good over his last few outings. And we'll talk to you guys. Oh, actually, see, when positive things are happening for the club, I completely zone out. Tomorrow is September 1st. The call-ups are happening. It's going to be very, very interesting to see who they call up. It is going to be exciting tomorrow night in the video. Hey, if the Jays can win too, that'd be even better. Joe Biagini, Kevin Gausman. We'll talk to you guys then.